Library Board, can I get a motion?
I will make that motion. The council appoint Pam Sworey as the member at large from Big Lakes County to the High Prairie Municipal Library Board for a 3-year term that begins on November 25th, 2024 and ends on November 25th, 2027.
All in favor? It's carried. And moving on then, is our CAO's report and action list.
Okay, so hopefully everybody read the package. I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yes, Dave.
We do gotta get a motion on this. Say
I'll
what-
grab that.
Okay.
The council received CAO Herman Manderlin's report and action list for information.
All right, so
Sorry about that.
anything to highlight?
Hopefully everybody read this. Followed up with Alan regarding the funds received from provincial fines. That was at the last meeting, I think. And in fact, it relates only to the fines that have been paid. So if there's been fines that haven't been paid yet, the money doesn't come to us. I've got the upcoming meetings. I know it's the agenda later on, but we did put it once I was aware of at the time of the business report. So that's on the second page. Right now, I'm working with staff on a bylaw complaint form. There's one that we have here, it's a paper, it's not necessary for us. I'd like to see an online version so that somebody has, but it's required complaints. Depends on the type of complaint, but if it's something that could lead towards court, we need the person's name of the complainant, so that he's aware that he may be required to be recorded as witness. If it's something that's based on that, say vicious animal or what have you. Oh, the one here, in case you hear words from him, who was a resident from over across the tracks, he has a problem with his address. He has an address that's assigned to the lot where his barn or whatever is. He's got a separate area where his houses are. But the only street address that's provided for the property is the one where the other one is. Year later, whoever comes along to do deliveries, they can't deliver to there, so they end up going somewhere further down the street. He gets a phone call that said, "We've got your package here." I said, "You need to go talk, I checked with MMAC first, what we could do to get, assign him a second street address that would be applicable to his house. The property, even though it's broken in two for tax purposes, one being residential, the other being a source in there that's agricultural, and he uses it for hay. It is just one lot, so they can only assign one lot unless he wants to go through the process of subdividing, getting a separate lot over what his house is at, and then getting it, he gets an address for that. But without that, you can't do it. I called him and I talked to him. He understands. He wasn't upset or anything, so he's going to approach the couriers. You know, there's only 2 guys that can actually work for him. See, most of them go to my house 4 times, so that's been there. With regards to the action list, I went back, and so I've taken, such as June 22, regarding the clean energy. I'm going back to try to get some of these things out of there, not trying to get rid of them, but they just too long. So
Yeah.
getting those, same as the other one that came in, it was only September. But you can see where, again, the ones that have been acted on, where we try to keep updated. And if anybody has any questions about the things that I say are done, completed, fine, I'll answer that. But if not, if you're okay with the report, if you're happy with what you're seeing there, I'm good with that too. Same with my report. Did I have some other things to add here? Probably, but I think at this time we're fine. I think it's pressing.
Okay, any questions, comments? Councillors Martins?
I know I look like Stenhouse.
Yeah. She always has her hand up, I just automatically go, yeah.
So, Herman, I'm not sure if I should ask you here, it's not any of your bullets, or if I should bring it up in my report. It's about a ratepayer matter that was brought up, and it's to do with, I'm not aware of this, but there must be a monthly billing for taxes, like you have a monthly payment.
There's a payment plan.
Correct. So,
Tax installment payment plan.
correct, and a particular ratepayer that you're likely aware of is upset that they're being told that they're going to be removed from that for some very slight things that have happened. Like there was a 34-cent arrears and some misunderstanding of the bank, and there was a couple of other things, but there was always a reason for it, and what's the best recourse? Is it for that ratepayer to talk to you?
Talk to me, but the thing is, you have to make sure that he clarifies, when he signed off on the agreement, he would have signed the agreement to say what his commitment is, what he has to do,
Sure.
to stay on.
Yeah.
Rule one is if you break that commitment, doesn't matter what it is, you're finished. You know, it's,
Yeah.
the commitment you make to the town, to keep the faces.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah,
I-
you should come talk to me and then I
I
can
think
talk to
so,
you.
yeah.
I don't know who it is, and it's the same with anything, anybody who comes to you with a complaint, first question, did you talk to staff? If you talk to staff and not happy with the answer, have you talked to the CAO? And then if you haven't talked, if you've talked to both and you're still not happy, then take the.
Okay.
If
I-
it's not,
you know-
then say, go talk to.
I agree. I did tell the gentleman to approach you. And, you know, I just feel like if there's little things like that, sometimes I know there's the letter of the law, but there's also an affordability crisis today, and there's, you know, like, I'm not, and I would be, in favor of being staunch if there were arrears, but there aren't, everything's
The
paid up
thing
to
is,
date.
when you're dealing with a situation like that, you
Yeah.
have to treat everybody the same,
Yeah.
and an infraction, one way or the other, has to be dealt with the same, or else somebody else who, you know, they can come back and say, we let him get.
For sure.
Why
One of the
can't
reasons that I think it came to council was that because the staff member said this was council's decision, and I thought, well, I have
the
nothing.
bylaw was council.
Sure, and I think the I figured something
There
like
is a
that.
bylaw for that, both the tax installment payment plan and the tax arrears payment plan.
Correct.
And I referred to that when we talked about the mobile
Correct.
home that was there.
Okay.
He did enter agreement with the town, but then he never even paid the one, so he was a default before he started.
This is someone else, right?
Pardon me?
Someone else, because this is not a trailer.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Something else.
You're there, it's-
So
it's-
I will pass that along.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's okay, no problem. Any other questions?
You know, just a moment that, we'll make sure we have the, public delegation that we bring his concern to our next council meeting.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna meet his requirements, because he said, but.
Well, we won't be able to
Yeah,
advertise.
it's again, about the,
We're not
policy or
advertising.
the bylaw, or whatever, so.
Yeah, we won't be advertising with them, but that's their loss of whether we choose to withdraw or.
Yeah.
uh,
And again, if
ignore
he
the
still wants to
arrears,
pursue the tax, or
the arrears.
the arrears, the penalties, that he should do so with a letter to council requesting the council leave and provide all the details.
But that's what he came here to do.
Yeah, but he should have done that through administration so that we get time to.
Okay, but yeah, you can look into that, bring it back, and you can talk to him about getting an official letter. Okay. Anything else, Marcia? Okay.
So, just to remind you to correct the errors at, on 48224, the bylaw numbers.
Oh, that's in the.
Yeah,
we
but
got
it's
that.
also in the action list, there's an error there in the bylaw.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I took those out of the minutes recorded. So,
That's just a reminder.
thank you.
Anything else? Okay, seeing none, we have the motion to receive for information. All in favor? Carried. Moving to council correspondence. Letter sent regarding the GPOT. I'll make a motion. We received that for information. Any questions on that? All in favor? Carried. Request from High Prairie Minor Hockey. Is there a motion on that? Yeah.
The application's on page 73.
The council will direct administration to draft a letter to the High Prairie Minor Hockey Association in the support of the High Prairie Minor Hockey Association Hockey Day being held on October 30th, 2024, with a donation of up to $3,500 to be applied towards the cost of ice rental fees and the rental of the Garden Canyon Center Performing Arts Auditorium, with cost allocated following councilors' community grant funds, with the number of, divided between those that are willing to do so. 70. No, I read 70.
The application's on
Motion.
So I need a dollar value, just the amount.
Yeah.
I can't until we know how many are
Discuss it.
going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fine. And just to advise council, I did talk with Councilor Wakeman, who's going to commit to this, same as everybody else.
Okay.
If that is up to the decision of council.
Okay, discussion on this one? The ask is for, excuse me, $2,500 for a High Prairie Minor Hockey Day. I see no questions, nothing else. I'm just gonna call a vote.
I mean, like, there's not really a whole bunch of information, like, what are they doing?
It should
Like,
be
I
in the
mean,
application.
they're showcasing hockey, different, like, the under 7 to 18 home games, I'm assuming for the whole day.
Yeah.
And,
It's gonna be like when they used to have the, what tournament was it that they had here? Was it Lions that hosted that or somebody? But back in the day, we had right from the beginning, everybody had a tournament. So,
Yeah, and they're trying to get, some prizes and donations to give out that day versus just regular hockey. They wanna do a few extra things on it.
so, did they ask the county for a donation, or did they just ask the town?
They did not provide that information.
We don't know that. But we could ask we could say we'll donate half of that and that they could talk to the county for the other half. But the timelines, if they haven't asked the county, this is for November here. So there isn't much time for them to, November 30th. So there is another meeting with the county before that. So we could say, we'll donate $12.50 and tell them that they should maybe make a request to the county. All right, is that all of your questions?
Good.
Yeah, okay, Councillor Stenhouse?
So our ratepayers already pay into recreation, which includes the arena. So now up and above them already paying that, we're going to top it off on just one group, minor hockey. And we do have a policy that says that these are only supposed to come to us quarterly. If they have requests, it should be in, that we only accept them and they are to be accepted quarterly, not in each package. So I'm not in support of this.
Councillor Martins?
Sorry, my question was, does this need or should go to the rec board? That was my question, I just didn't know.
This is under your council grants.
Yeah, this would be the council grants and the rec committee doesn't make those decisions because it's dollars that are involved for both the town and the county. And that committee can't spend dollars on behalf of the town or the county. So the groups have to go to both. And we talked lots about that. It would be in some ways better that that committee was given some authority to make those kinds of decisions, but at this point, it's not there and it's not in the terms of reference for that recreation committee.
And your worship, I could add also, the amount we put aside in the grant, that's not strictly for recreational uses. So we have to split that up, because you'll see as the next one comes along with the dinner for the elders. And so that's another one that comes up every year, but it's not a recreation item, it's more to an outside group for whatever purpose.
And our policy doesn't fit with what the user groups do, right? Like that's one of the things, they don't get it together on quarterly times as much as, we would like it that way. But we do have some money left, I know that was in there, we still have some dollars left, and our year end is quickly approaching. Yeah, so, yeah, we got a couple more meetings there to look at.
Spend every cent.
Okay, so, I guess where, yeah,
And, yeah, well, can we see who all is willing to donate?
I'm willing to donate, but I would like to get them to go to the county for the other half.
So we need to make an amendment.
Well, yeah,
50, oh, we didn't say.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you,
we said up to 25,000.
you made the motion,
2,000.
so,
So I'll amend that
okay,
to 12,500. 1,200,
1250, half, yeah. It's late.
yeah. Okay. Divided amongst how many?
Who's interested in, at 1250 of donating
I
to
put my
them?
hand up to James, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
so what do we got? Donna's a no, you're a yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's easy, 250 each.
Yeah.
And then it just gets to be sure, so, crazy.
Therese?
How'd you get 5?
Sasha.
James.
1, 2, 3,
No,
4.
James.
James,
James is also said yes.
David.
He asked me to,
Oh, James is.
yeah,
Okay, I object to that. How can you vote when you're not at a
he's
meeting?
not voting, he's just saying that if it's approved, he would put his portion in from his grant.
But he's not attending.
He's not attending, he's not participating.
He just asked me to pass the information on, council.
So we still voted. It
I'm sure
still
the
went
MGA
through.
says that you have to be either virtual or present to make a vote.
but
Yeah,
he's not voting on
He's
this.
not voting.
We counted
Yes,
his
you
vote.
No,
No,
they use ours as money.
That's 4 ways we're five ways we're dividing the money, but it wasn't the vote. There's 4 of us that said we would pass.
Yeah.
Okay, well, when you say who's in favor of donating, that
Okay.
sounds like a vote.
Okay, now that we have an idea, we can do a vote on donating the 1,250. Who's willing, will the town do it? Right? That's really what we're at. I wanted to know.
I understand the semantics of both of you saying, but there is a decorum and procedure that says that you have to give you can't so I might like a candidate, and if I'm not there, I can't vote on my candidate, even if it's not a scoring system so it's kind of like that there's semantics to say they're not actually voting, they're just saying I'll give a portion of my money, but if they're not here to make that happen.
It's not a vote.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we don't have to include them in it, then. So your motion was to divide it by 4, and then we can just go with that. We're just about at time, so all in favor? Opposed? Okay, that's carried. Upcoming meetings. Oh, sorry, I missed one, yeah, Hyper Friendship Center,
Their request is.
their request, a motion on this one?
The council directed administration to draft a letter to the High Prairie Native Friendship Center in support of the 42nd Elders Banquet being held on December 7th, 2024, with cost allocated to the following counselors, community grant funds with each. Was there a sum in that letter? There's no sum there, so I'm going, what did we give last year, 2,000?
Again, I don't have that information readily available, sorry.
I would say that, so I'm gonna make my motion and, for a sum of $2,000.
And again, for the rest of that motion, we still require with $20 each.
Yeah.
No, and that's,
So we
I'm
can-
waiting to see
Yeah,
where we're at.
we can see who would support it at 2,000. That seems like lots, did we give that much before? For a sum?
I don't think we gave that much.
Are you sure?
500.
Because I'm sure I gave $500 the last time, myself, and other people contributed, so that's a lot more.
I don't remember giving that much.
So that being said, when you do, this is just a request, when you do this summary of what's been spent, we used to get a summary of how much we gave to the Elks, how much we gave to the Friendship
And
Center.
that's what we're talking about in the future.
Okay.
Okay, so let's keep on topic, I think it's not investigating this mention of that.
Cause if we only have the same 4 people coming and collecting all that money,
So
seems
can we ask the question of who wants to provide this up? We only got 5 minutes.
How many people usually go to this event?
It's fairly big. I haven't been there, but I've been told about it, and it's a big thing for the elders of the surrounding area.
Yeah,
Yes, it's coming.
oh, sorry.
The request is coming from the Highbury Native Friendship Center, is that correct?
Yeah.
So,
So we should have one that should not be voting on this. Yeah.
So how do you do that if you want to donate?
I'm not going to.
I would, I would like to support it, but, huh?
To answer your question too.
Is what we gave last time?
No, that's how many tickets we sell. And there's a
Oh,
live
250.
band. It's a live band, and there's a big movies, and there's a fiddler, and there's dance performances, it is big.
so it would be a donation.
Yeah.
So what, do you want me to amend it?
Well,
Cause I am pretty generous, you know.
Yeah. That is generous for, well, for 250, we're giving everybody just about $100 towards their meal, so. I don't mind something.
No. What kind of math do you do?
Well, if you're giving $2,000 for 200 people, that's
$8
$100 each.
That's $220,000.
$8 each, $8 each, maybe, 250,
Yeah.
maybe 2,000.
Oh, right.
Sorry. I know, it's a lot.
It's late, I know.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. Okay, I'm good. Okay, who would support that motion? I would support it. That's 3. That's an awful lot for 3. What's
I
that?
could just throw a number out there for 3 people, 750, it'd be 250.
12,000.
333, 33.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
1,200, and then that's 400 each.
Okay.
1,200, 400 each.
So the names were,
Okay, would you be all right with that?
Yeah, say that again, because I'm trying to decipher and it is
I'll
late.
support it at that amount, not at 2,000.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
no, it's
So
right.
with-
1,200, so that's my friendly amendment.
Okay,
Okay.
and we have one extra one at 1,200 with Donna. Are
Did you
you,
get that, Amy?
are you in?
1,200, yep.
Okay, so then we got 1, 2, 3, 4
At 1,200.
at 1,200.
$3 each.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor? Opposed? That is carried. Upcoming meetings, we've got the committee of the whole, everybody's gonna be able to be there on Saturday?
Yes.
Except for maybe James. Good. So what, I wanted to ask about budget meetings.
So we've got the individual meetings there, so the firefighters, and all those boards there, we need to have those first, and then once we get those now scheduled, then we can set a date.
Yeah, we need to get a date set for that pretty
Yes.
soon. Yeah. Do we have a date when people would be available for,
Can we plan that, or, cause I mean, the 27th is the fireman's.
Yeah, so it'll be after the council meeting coming up,
Okay.
the next council meeting, so.
okay, cause, yeah, we gotta get on that
Advertise.
one. Quick. Well, maybe we can finalize that, on Saturday, just sort of pick a date.
Expect a date.
We can talk about a date that'll
Yeah,
work.
because that, Saturday is a special meeting of council,
Yeah,
and we'll advertise it that way, because that way you can make decisions.
yeah,
Or no, pardon me, Saturday's committee of the whole,
yeah.
Yeah.
so you can't make. you
Well,
can't
no,
make
but we could
decisions.
look at a date,
Yeah.
we could find a date, yeah, that's not.
Sorry, not wrong, Saturday.
So actually, that, can I actually have this to you on Saturday?
So with, I think that's it for our meeting dates,
Rick?
other than we got the date, everybody got the
I have it on my
24th
report.
for the interviews?
Yeah.
Okay,
9 a.m., right?
yeah, well, we'll get the agenda from Rick, he's gonna send us the official agenda.
But just, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for committee of the whole? Yes, sorry. All right, we can table our verbal reports for another time. I should ask, we'll table the reports, all in favor? Good, and with that, meeting's adjourned. Oh,
So, sorry, I thought we had, number 17, which was confidential items, so last meeting I asked about going in camera to discuss the matter of kind of, the timeline of how we came to the decision on our last, legal matter, so that was supposed to be in camera, and I thought that was what the camera item was, but it seems like,
we can add that to the.
Okay. okay, sounds good.